In a neat little street, there's a cozy retreat where they cater for comfort and rest. There are wines from the woods, cigars that are good, and spirits and ales of the best. There are dainties on toast and a genial host who can chat on the events of the day. But sweeter than wine is the goddess divine who holds every heart in her sway. It's the girl behind the bar. She's a twinkling little star, dressed with taste, has wavy hair, a willowy waist and a baby stare. You call her Miss Buchanan, she calls you Johnny Duane. She's really sublime. You do have a time with the girl behind the bar. You know, in these bars we find spirits, all said to be under proof and not above suspicion. We have whiskey. There are 3 kinds of whiskey: the Peyton still, the Pop still, and the Can't Stand still. Then we have sundries, such as cigarettes, cigars, and sawdust. They all smoke alike. Then we have the sandwich, kept in a glass case and taken down and dusted every week. All sandwiches are reshuffled on bank holidays, and if the sandwich is very good, it is eventually pensioned off and sent to one of the seaside refreshment rooms, where it lives happy ever afterwards. Some men are inclined to stay too long in a bar. Then they begin to see spots. When a man sees spots in a bar, he is said to be spot-barred. When a man is spot-barred, he can't say truly rules. And if he comes from the saloon bar, they put him in a cab. If he comes from the public bar, then they put him on the curb. Then in these places we usually find a menagerie section, which includes the cheese on the counter, a canary in a cage, and a cat on the hearthrug. The canary lives inside the cage and is eventually buried inside the cat. Then we have the free library. This consists of the rule of the evening paper, last night, and an old number of the graphic. If a client remains too long in the free library, he generally sees a double number of the graphic, and he then pronounces it with 1 graph and 2 ticks. They call this second sight or spiritualism. But as aforesaid, the most charming piece of goods in the whole place is the girl behind the bar. She's a twinkling little star, dressed with taste, has wavy hair, a willowy waist and a baby stare. You call her Miss Buchanan, she calls you Johnny Duane. She's really sublime. You do have a time with a girl